This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. From the 46, here's second down and 1.
Brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And just shouting him off there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Love now. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. That's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, this is blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On 2. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
I'm one, ready?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to... From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Play action this time with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Yellow.
Now Love. That's taken in by Golden. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Switch. Yellow. Drill. 52.
Love looking to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Moss on the give up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now it's Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 54-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the 2nd-year man, Trey Benson. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's Dak Prescott. He was sensational all afternoon. This, one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Cowboys win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the former Patriot, Brandon Cooks. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Saints get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go, here.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Big stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Black 40. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Burrow from his own end zone. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Second and inches at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A short throw there pulled in by Orr. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Morris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll go again here with Moss. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
33. Yellow.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
35. White.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Lots to catch you up on. We'll start at Lambeau Field. The Packers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jordan Love. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Jared Goff. He's going to find a man. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass. The Lions improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the rookie from the U, Damian Martinez. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Seahawks get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.